So that's what we're going to go with. So we got a land. That's very nice. Oh, he could have Nature's Claim. But this is the first game. I don't see why you'd have it. And normally I don't want to mill his Vengevines, but I'm not even sure if this list has Vengevines. We're going all in on this. It's protection from a lot of things, but not white. I did that wrong. You want to make them discard first before they see what goes in the graveyard. So we hit a bunch of 0 drops and a Squadron Hawk. That's nice. So I don't think we're seeing optimal play out of our opponent right now. But I can't be sure about that without seeing his hand fully. We're going to equip, I think, Feast and Famine to one of our birds to keep off his bird, because bird is the word. And he has no way to block this. Because these are white. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a green. All of his blockers that block flyers are green, besides core Skyfishers and the like. So we play another land. If he has an Argenum armor in his hand, he can actually play it and equip it. That would be pretty sick. Because he's got 8 mana in play. But he'd have to put it on his Fauna Shaman since nothing else could carry it. He'd have to tap this for mana and tap that for putting it in play. So he doesn't have it, or he's not using that plan. We'll just chump block that guy with a Squadron Hawk. We don't want him getting an extra dude, an extra 2/2 right now. Is he activating a Wildwood? Seems like he is. Okay. So the Wildwood's not effective attacker because we have the pro-green blocker. I don't know what his plan is here. Okay, so we'll double block the Wildwood, and we'll chump block the Stoneforge. And if we just wanted to bounce off too, we could have done that, but I'd rather kill this. I'd rather trade my 2/2 wolf for his 3/4 man land, because we're not killing him next turn, but we'll take away some of his mana and take away one of his reach creatures. We can also swing with the Celestial Colonnade next turn. He doesn't have any white defenders as well. That's worthy noting, so the Stoneforge will be able to get in. If not, we would have to move the Sword of Body and Mind over to the Hawk. And he might have a second main phase play. But from what it looks like, he's not going to have a white defender. Okay, so that makes no sense. He can't block anyways. So we get to attack with the team, colonnade included. If we had another white mana, we could play the Squadron Hawk main phase, but it doesn't really matter that much. We'll discard whatever's in his hand. We'll mill him for another 10. Hopefully we don't hit any Vengevines. If we don't hit any Vengevines, I think it's safe to assume he doesn't have them due to their cost. So we'll take him down to 5 here. It doesn't matter now because he only has one card in his hand. Oh, so he has at least one Vengevine in his deck. There's also a Relic Hunter. That's really interesting. And he discarded a land. Okay. So we'll play our Squadron Hawk. We'll move our swords over to blockers. We'll pass it back to him. So does he have enough Squadron Hawks left in his deck? We've milled 2 of them. So if he searches up Squadron Hawks, he can return the Vengevine. And that would be a decent play for him. Squadron Hawks slow us down too, and getting attackers through his defenses because they're white. Let's see if he makes a play. Well, he has to draw a creature too. We don't know if he drew a creature this turn or not. Of note, he has Phyrexian Revoker. This is going to be a long replay. I'm sorry about that. So he actually drew a creature. He drew a Memnite. So if he gets his Squadron Hawks, he might be in the game still. So we got a Glint Hawk. And that makes no sense to me. Unless we... Did we mill 3 Squadron Hawks? I only see 1, 2... I only see 2 Squadron Hawks. So, he's making no sense in my opinion. Okay, he just conceded. Okay. So against Quest, we'll board it in our creature kill setup. We'll get rid of our counter spells. I want to bring in 2 of these to get rid of our Venom Armors if they quest off. As noted before, Sword of Body and Mind is not so great when you're milling Vengevines. Now we need to cut 2 cards. I'm thinking Jace is what we cut here. The deck doesn't heavily rely on artifacts, but he does have the equipment plus a Phyrexian Revoker, so this card shouldn't be dead. But I don't want to bring in all 3. Counter spells, fine. We don't want to have any counter spells. I'm liking everything else in here as it is right now. Yeah. So it seems our opponent did not mulligan. Not mulligan, did not sideboard at all. This hand looks fine for us. We do have problems if he has a nut quest draw. But there's not much we can do about that right now. I mean, we can always look for a Divine Offering of Preordain. Otherwise, his hand is fantastic against him. It would have been nice if we had a turn 1 blue source that wasn't tapped, though. Okay, that's nice. Still do this, though. Next turn we can bolt and preordain if we need to. So he's got a Fauna Shaman here. Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Don't want to see another red mana right now. Okay, Gideon Jur is good in this matchup, but I don't want either of these cards right now. I need more cards that'll get us 2 cards like Gideon Jur later. Divine Offering's nice. We need to think about if we're gonna let him pay 1 less for his Sword of Body and Mind. I think it's worth holding Bound of the Bolt for now. Because we really want to deal with a Fauna Shaman if it comes down. We can still deal with the Sword of Body and Mind with the Divine Offering. And he can't attack with it this turn.